Hello there, airsofters. This is StarCorpsProductions. Today we're going to do another airsoft review. As you can see, we're doing it inside today because, well, just to give you an example, the weather today totally sucks. So with that in mind, we'll carry on with the review of the JG BAR-10 bolt-action sniper rifle. For this seemingly average sniper rifle, you only get to pay $100 for the gun only. The scope that is mounted on the gun right now is the scope that is included with the gun for an additional $30. You can also elect to add a bipod that mounts right there in the front for also another additional $30. Or if you choose that you'd like both the scope and the bipod, you can purchase them both with the rifle for only $50 extra. So you save $10 by ordering both. For the sake of this review, I only got the version with the scope, but this is the scope that comes with the gun, so we'll move on to that later in the review. One really nice thing to note about this gun is the finish. The finish is an extremely nice, well, the whole body of the gun and the stock and everything is made of a very nice plastic. I'm impressed with JG's high quality in this regard, and I'm equally impressed with the finish that is on the plastic. The finish on the gun is a very nice rubberized coat. It's hard to describe, although it seems a little bit like just, I don't know how to describe it actually. It's a very nice finish. It doesn't come off like other finish, but it's rubberized and feels very nice to touch, giving it plenty of grip, and since it doesn't reflect the sunlight very much, it won't give away your position. So that's a nice feature of the gun. On the stock, there's a very nice metal sling mount. A sling is not included with the gun, but that is not a bad thing because 90% of the time slings that come with the guns are never any good and will most likely break. But the sling mounts are very high quality and feel sturdy enough that they will keep your gun intact. They will keep your gun attached to the sling as long as you have a high quality sling. Second thing, along with this nice rubberized finish, the rubber butt pad is made of a nice rubber. So it provides plenty of grip on your shoulder, but also is fairly easy to remove, as you can see. That reveals a nice hollow cavity for you to put any BBs or tools to repair your gun if something happens in the field. So it's actually a pretty nice thing to have this open space for storage. And then putting the butt pad back on is simple. You just simply slide it on, and there you go. It's in place, and you don't have to worry about it falling off. Grips the stock actually quite nicely. The next thing to note is the trigger assembly, the bolt, and the safety latch. Now, we'll just start with the smallest part, being the safety latch. The safety latch is very nice. It's very convenient, so if you're firing, you can easily engage and disengage the safety. Engage and disengage the safety. So that makes it very nice if you're firing, or if you've just recycled the bolt and you don't want to fire accidentally, you just do that and your gun will not fire. Unfortunately, the thing that wasn't so good about the location was it tends to sometimes get in the way of this bolt. When lifting or pulling back on the bolt, it can engage the safety without you wanting, or vice versa. Other than that, the safety is very nice. Next thing to note would be the trigger. The trigger guard is made of a very nice plastic. It's quite strong actually, and provides plenty of play for gloved fingers. So if you have gloves on, you won't have any problem. There's plenty of room here. Finally, the bolt. This bolt is a very standard metal bolt. This action right here used to have some squeak to it when I oiled it up, and now it is perfectly smooth, as you can tell. No sound to give away your position. And then cycling the bolt is also simple. From this position, you simply lift the bolt, pull back until it clicks, and push forward again. down, and you can fire. As you will tell, the gun is very, as you can probably tell from right here, the gun is very quiet. So, just above the previously mentioned bolt assembly is the scope. This is a scope that came with the gun. It has no markings on it, so I'm not sure on what brand makes it, but it is actually quite a nice scope for only $30. It's all metal. You have to put on the scope rings yourself and attach it to your rail that you also have to install yourself. But other than that, it is actually quite nice. It's a 3:9 by 40 scope, so you have 3 settings of zoom, and the optical lens is, I believe, it's 40 millimeters. So that's very nice, and as you can tell, I'll move down so you can see, these two, you unscrew these are not the actual adjust things, you just unscrew those, and after you do that, these protect it there, and the same thing on top. That is how you adjust your gun for elevation and windage. So that is very nice, and these caps are also metal, and there's metal threads, so the whole thing is very nice. On the front end of the gun, we have this nice long metal barrel, and another nice sling mount that is the same type of sling mount, as you can see, the same type of sling mount that is on the rear. So both sling mounts are very nice and work quite well. And the barrel extends all the way down there, capping off at a very nice orange tip. As you can see, the orange tip on the gun is a very nice low profile orange tip. It's not very bright. As you can see by my index finger, it's not very large. So if you're playing at night, it's almost invisible, and during the day, it's not very noticeable, so it won't give you away your position. The final thing to note would be the magazine. The magazine, as you can see, is removed by pressing this button. It's almost flush with the lower portion of the gun. Press that button and use the grooves to pull out the magazine. The magazine of the gun is a very nice 30 round magazine, standard VSR-10 magazine. I'm not quite sure if it's compatible with the Marui mags, but you can just buy more of these online. So it's very nice. The mags are quite nice, and then to slot the mag back in, back up, usually put it in there with this part facing forward, and it should click like that, and then your magazine's secure and it will not come out on its own. So the magazine of the gun is very nice, and 30 rounds is actually a fairly nice mag capacity for a sniper rifle. I almost forgot one small thing of the gun, and that's the hop up. As you can see, it is labeled HOP right there in very small letters. And the hop up unit is just this little metal tab that you can slide all the way down. Forward is full hop up, all the way back is no hop up. There's a variety of these guns. This is the standard model. There's also one other model, which is the G-Spec version. You have the same scope and bipod options, but the barrel is slightly shorter, and it comes included with a mock suppressor. I personally prefer this version, but the choice is up to you. I hope you enjoyed this review, and thanks for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and I have probably some more reviews coming up pretty soon, so check them out.